Hello, 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 hello. Yes, I have stuff. Alright, it's gonna be nice and quick. We got it? Yes. So, it's day 5 already. Oof. Probably another. I think this one might be about 2 hours, so might be a little. It might be a little shorter. I don't know. I don't actually know how long this day is. All I know is from my notes there's 5 choices, and I think 3 of them can lead to bad ends in the future, and 2 are just outright bad ends. So, shall we begin day 5? February 4th. Bonnie and Clyde. This is a story from winter 5 years ago. It was a night with a beautiful moon. A moon! Yes, a moon! I wasn't doing anything, just watching the moon with Kiritsugu. Even though it was winter, the air wasn't cold. The corridor was a little chilly, but it was a good night to enjoy the moon. Back then, Kiritsugu didn't leave the house often. Not going outside, he would just laze around the house carelessly. I regret it even now, thinking back to it. Why didn't I notice that it was like the actions of an animal who knows its time of death? I wanted to be a superhero when I was a child. Suddenly, the man, himself a superhero in the child's eyes, said that with yearning for it. What do you want? Did you give up? I became angry and asked him. Kiritsugu laughed apologetically and looked up at the sky. Yes, unfortunately, being a hero is a time-limited thing. And it becomes hard to call yourself that when you grow up. I wish I'd found that earlier. I agreed with that. I didn't know why, but I thought it couldn't be wrong because Kiritsugu said so. You see, then I guess it couldn't be helped. It really couldn't be helped. Kiritsugu answers, so of course my response was determined. Yeah, it can't be helped, so I'll take your place. It's possible since you're an adult. It should be alright since for me. Let me take on your dream. I'll make it come true. Before I finished, my father laughed. Oh yeah, I forgot I spilled some tea. I was wondering why it was like there's a little bit of dripping coming from the mug. It's because there's a teeny tiny bit of tea on the bottom. I made a face. Didn't even need to hear the rest. After breathing in, Kiritsugu said, "Yeah, I'm relieved." He quietly closed his eyes, and his life ended. That is the story from a winter 5 years ago. It was a parting that determined the course of Emiya Shiro's life. It was the night that Shiro Emiya decided to become a superhero. There's no way to forget it. I never said it, but I can clearly remember it. The figure of the man who saved the boy who was left in the fire. Emiya Kiritsugu held up the dying child and said thank you. He said, "I'm thankful that I found you." He made a big smile and thanked someone, as if he was saved by rescuing someone. The emotion I felt back then is still engraved in my mind. Nobody saved me. Couldn't save anybody. And at all, I was saved. And a person was there to save me. That's why I decided to become like him. Become a superhero. That I could save people and let no one be killed, just like him. Even if it is a childlike fantasy, I yearned to become one. And thus, Kiritsugu, the embodiment of my dream, died peacefully, leaving me his dream of becoming a superhero himself. It's only natural for a child to succeed his father. Emiya Shiro must become a superhero and save someone just like the old me. I swore so as a child, to fulfill the dream, the man I admired most. But to be honest, I'm still wondering. My idea was the right one. Where my idea comes from. What can I do, even despite being just an amateur? How to make a dream of making everyone happy, which Kiritsugu always talked about, come true. Oh, and what can I do now that I'm a master? There are just so many things that my head's going to explode. I wake up from that familiar dream. Bright morning sunlight is coming from the window. I feel a bit chilly, but I guess it wasn't bad enough for me to catch a cold. I fell asleep here again. I shake my head and change into my uniform. It's a bit before 6 o'clock. I bet Sakura's already up and preparing breakfast. I go outside and breathe in the fresh air. It's a nice morning. Much more comfortable if there weren't 3 girls in the house. Oh, let me correct myself. There are only 2 girls in the house. I don't want to classify Fujine as a girl. Anyway, now, you can either go wake Fujine up, go help Sakura, or see how Saber's doing. This is kind of a meaningless choice. None of them really lead to extra scenes or bonus dialogue or anything. They all lead to the exact same place. So we're going to see how Saber is doing. It's not completely meaningless, but they're more or less meaningless. I have to go see how Saber is doing. It seems Saber's rather sociable, so I think she would have been alright with the other 2. But still, I'm worried. I bet Saber's already awake. There's only one place she can be. Sakura's in the living room, so Saber should be... Saber is in the dojo as I expected. Shiro, what is it? I believe it is still too early to wake up. This is normal for me, as I have to prepare breakfast. I see. I'm surprised at how early you wake up. Must have been really unexpected. She looks surprised. I guess I'm an early riser. Why were you so surprised? Did you think I was the type to sleep then? Oh, excuse me. Taiga is still sleeping. So I jumped to a hasty conclusion. The Emiya family are not early risers. Oh, I get it. Fujine's sleeping ability is unparalleled. I get it now. Come to think of it, Saber and Sakura were sleeping in the same room as Fujine. I bet it was hard for them to sleep peacefully. I was like, good morning, Saber. Were you able to sleep well? Yes. There were no battles yesterday. I do not have any fatigue. That's good. I thought you might not have slept well considering how much Fujine moves in her sleep. Well, it seemed like you guys were up late last night. If it gets too loud, I can tell them to give you a separate room. I proposed, thinking Saber might not like being with Fujine. No, there's no need for such a thing. As long as there's no problem, I would like to go with Taiga's proposal. Really? Well, that helped me out too. Is it just me, or is there intimacy in Saber's voice? Saber, do you like Fujine? Yes, Taiga is a good personality. A person with such honesty and open-mindedness is rare. I can understand why you're so honest, having her that she has raised you. I don't know if I should be happy about that or not. I am praising her. I have only known her for a short while, but I understand her quite well. I see. I agree with Fujine is easy to understand. The problem is that whether you can understand her logic or not, well, that's a whole different story. Then you were able to get along with Sakura as well, right? Sakura isn't as bad as Fujine. That is true, but I still not fully understand her. There's not enmity, but I feel that she's still on guard. So you haven't spoken with Sakura yet? I have made peace with Sakura as well. As you said, she is kind, just like Taiga. Then there shouldn't be any problem. I sigh with relief. I don't know why she used the phrase made peace, but it seems she's become friends with Fujine and Sakura. I'm sure all the problems in this house are solved now. For now. Everyone says itadakimasu. This is the first time I've had breakfast with a group of 4, and it feels rather relaxing. This is a bit thin. Did you change something, Sakura? Yes, I thought Saber-san wouldn't be used to miso soup, so I didn't put too much miso. Yes, I like this miso soup better than the one last night. But please, cook at your leisure, as I am used to Japanese food. It'll be for our mutual benefit. Really? Oh, you're using chopsticks. I'm surprised. You sure are multi-talented. No, she just likes food. I'm used to it. But to be honest, chopsticks are tiring. I do believe it is better than a fork and spoon, though. Yeah, fork and spoon over chopsticks. Oh, that's not what you put on. You have to put soy sauce on it. I see. Thank you for your advice. No problem. I'll take dried seaweed as a reward. Give me second syrup. Here, don't eat too much and fall asleep again. Sensei, I think you should hold back if you're participating in morning practice. This is fine. I have to eat a lot to make it until lunch. And you're not one to talk, eating rice balls after morning practice. Do you know about that, Sensei? I was watching you because you were in the corner acting suspiciously. You shouldn't, you know. A girl your age shouldn't eat 2 meals in the morning. The devil comes down the scales like a terrorist. According to my estimate, your weight right now is blank. No, please don't. I won't cook anymore if you say that. Man. And I only eat like that once in a while. It's not like I do it every day. I thought you made rice bowls every day since you always cook extra rice. You miss him. That would do, Sakura. Sure, it was pretty sharp on details. I bet you do from the first time you made it. First time. You mean during the summer last year? Is there dust in your Sakura? Why are you waving your hands in the air? Breakfast proceeds like that. The breakfast table is twice as loud as usual. Then suddenly, over 50 victims were found earlier this morning, and they were undergoing treatment at a nearby hospital. They see some disturbing news on the TV. A ghastly Shinto again? Oh, it's 50 people this time. Let's see, nobody could contact the victims since last night, so some of their families called their company, but the guard found nobody in there. Why is that? Why didn't the guard notice when they were in there? Unconscious this last night. Not much more than neglecting your job. Fujine must have lost her appetite as she stops eating her 3rd bowl of rice. Saber's watching the news with an intense expression. In that case, I'm not mistaken. I don't know the motive, but this is something that's done by a master. I can say it's fortunate. Nobody died, just like all the other ghastly incidents. Man, it's getting really dangerous. You can't work in Shinto for a while. You have some money in reserve, so take a break during time like this, okay? I'm happy she's worried about me, but I can't reply to her. I know this is not the time to be working, but I'm sure I won't be able to come home as often, now that I'm in a war. Then, if I'm ever late, I'll have to lie to them saying that I'm working. After finishing cleanup, I go to the front door. Fujina and Sakura already left for their morning practice. Saber is following me like she did yesterday, but I can't let her do so today. The weekends are fine, but there's no way I could take her to school on a weekday. Saber, this is as far as you're going. Stay here while I go to school. It'll attract a lot of attention if you go to school. Masters shouldn't stand out, right? She must not agree as she protests silently. I'm saying it's alright. I won't get attacked where there are people, so the school is a safe place. In any case, I can manage protecting myself. Saber's brow twitches. She must have some argument about me being able to protect myself. Let me ask you, does that mean you can beat the enemy by yourself? Of course not. I'm saying I can avoid danger by myself during the daytime. I won't go to places with no people, and I'll come home before the dark. You can let me do so, right? You have to rest to preserve your magical energy, so you don't need to have to follow me. I see. I have to believe in you if you say so. You're seriously worried about me. I feel bad turning her down. I'm sorry. But it's alright. And you'll know if I'm in danger, right? You can come to me if that ever happens. No, our connection is weak. The only time I will sense your danger, when your life is in danger. It'd be too late if I head out such a time. Then should I call you for you myself? Yes. If you call for me from your mind, you will transmit it to me, your servant. Please use a command spell if that will not be in time. I shall be able to jump through space to aid you if I have its backup. Jump through space. That's pretty much like sorcery. The right to absolute obedience. The command spell is that powerful? Alright, I'll try to be hard, but it's not up in such a situation. I'll come home before dark, so please stay here. I'll wave her goodbye and open the door. Yes. Please be careful, Shiro. Your school is abnormal. Please be on guard all the time. And please do not go near Rin. Are you saying Tosaka will attack me at school? Possible. She is a true Magus. She is bound by the association rule of avoid involving innocent people. And most of all, she wears the mask of an honor student. I think she'll greet me normally if I do see her. I would like to believe so. Rin is not the type to change her decision out of worry of how she appears to other people. It seems that she feels hostility against you, so it will do no harm to be on guard. Fine. I know it's needless worry, but I'll be careful. It's past 7 o'clock. It's later than usual, but I should make it on time without hurrying. It's 7:40. I'll go through the gate and make way to the school building. I feel something strange and stop. What is this? Not like something strange, but not like someone's watching me or something looks different. If anything, it's not that lively. It feels like the students and even the trees and buildings are dull in color. But it's just me. I'm sure I'm just stressed out from all the events that have been happening. I close my eyes and rotate my shoulders, but the strange feeling doesn't disappear even after that. I get up to the 3rd floor and head to my classroom. Then, I run into Tosaka. Yo. I greet her. I know her, so I greet her. But Tosaka freezes as if she's seen a ghost. Tosaka, what? There's something on my face. I wipe my cheek with my uniform. But Tosaka doesn't even reply. She looks away from me and goes back to her classroom. What was that? I don't think it's like her to ignore someone who greeted her. I like the way they do it in the anime too, because Shiro just kind of says hi with like the stupidest grin on his face, and Tosaka is like outright terrified and like, why are you here? Strange feeling hits me again when I go into the classroom. Someone might have brought snacks in here, as I smell a slight sweetness in the air. The classroom like always. I head to my seat while greeting the guys. There are about 10 more minutes until homeroom starts. I look around the room and I notice a seat without a bag. Shinji's absent. Come to think of it, he wasn't at the club yesterday either. Shinji's actually quite punctual. And he tries hard to follow the rules. Which, if you think about it, makes sense. He wants to try to be perfect honor student that everyone likes. Which would make sense why he would be punctual, tries to hard to follow rules, but he's like, he breaks certain rules to try and get his way. It worries me that a guy like him has been absent for 2 days. It's lunchtime. I usually go to the student council room when I make my own lunch. It's because the guys will take my food and the girls will make fun of me if I eat in the classroom. What's wrong, Issei? You're not eating lunch? No, I just finished eating. I'm really sleepy right now. Wake me up when lunch is over. Honk. Issei puts his head on the table. Did you stay up all night or something? I thought you had to go to bed at 11 at the temple. Yes, but I'm having difficulty sleeping lately. My fatigue won't go away no matter how much I sleep. So for the past few days, I've been sleeping whenever I get the chance. What is that? You shouldn't be sleeping, you're sleeping every time. You get the chance. That's true, but sleep won't let me rest. I'll have to sleep to rest. I know I'm contradicting myself, but I can't help feeling sleepy. Man, it's too early to be spring, you know. In spring one sleeps asleep but knows no dawn, eh? You certainly got me there. Issei doesn't even try to get up. I guess it can't be helped. It looks serious, so I'll stay here until lunch is over. Someone's here, Issei. Okay, tell them the student council isn't open today. I can say that if you want, but I think it's Kuzuki-sensei. That's bad. Issei gets up slowly and opens the door. Ryudo. It's about the archery club this morning. Kuzuki-sensei stops at his words after seeing me I'm here. Kozuki Soichiro, the homeroom classroom of 2A, and I'm also in charge of the student council. He's a strict teacher and quite blunt. And she didn't even come home. Correct. You will probably call the police. I believe you know, but do not spread the rumor. I know. Then how about Mato? The student in the archery club said he saw her and Mato together. It's the same for him as well. Mato Shinji is absent today and his house is empty. His sister, Mato Sakura, was staying over at Fujimura-sensei's house last night, so she doesn't know anything. He's saying Kuzuki, talking about disturbing stuff. Something about this said, it seems the student's been missing since last night, and Shinji's the last one to talk to the student. Sorry to interrupt. I'm sure the school's curfew will be set at an earlier time now. Quickly, stating his business, Kuzuki leaves the student council room. Jeez, have you seen Shinji anymore? No. I didn't go to the archery club this morning. You should know, well, that he's absent, right? I see. I hope that's the case. His face clouds up. Jeez. It's not something I should rudely butt in on, but it seems like this concerns the archery club. So, I'm sorry for Issei, but I should get some information out of him. Issei, who is this person hasn't been home? Well, I already know Shinji hasn't been home. Well, you're not an outsider, so I guess you can know. It all happened last night. You got a contact from this family saying their daughter had yet to come home from the archery club. When we contacted the students who actually went to the club, we found out it was Shinji that last talked to the student. Hold on, Shinji wasn't at practice yesterday. And I partied with everyone at the school gate. Yes, it seems that there as well. But this is after that. When a student returned to school to get something he forgot, he saw Shinji, part of the archery club. It seems the missing student and Shinji were having a quarrel. I have a bad feeling about this. There's only one student that could have been there. Don't leave out the point detail. Who is the student that's been missing? Okay, Mitsuzuri Ayako, the captain of the archery club. We do not know where she went after returning the archery range keys, but after someone saw her in the front of the archery range. Issei averts his gaze. Classes end. I don't know if that incident is the reason, but all clubs are cancelled for today. It seems that the library is closed as well, so the students are going home in a hurry. An announcement that says all students are to go home unless they have some special business. I'm the only one left in classroom 2C. I bet it's like this in the other rooms, so I should hurry, and there'll be nobody left in the school building. I should go talk to some people before that. I can't go straight home after finding out Mrs. Zuti's been missing. She's firm, and she's stronger than most guys. It's no trivial matter she's missing, and most of all, I can't be ignored as a friend. Sorry, Saber. I had something to do. I apologize to Saber and leave my classroom. I should go talk to people in Mitsuzuri's class, room 2A. Ayako-chan's absent because she's sick. Mitsuzuri's absent today. You should know that if in the archery club. I'm telling you, she's absent. Even devils get sick, right? The record of not being absent ends today. That's all I could get out of the girls in her class. It seems everyone has been told that Mitsuzuri's absent because of an illness. Sorry to interrupt. Don't tell her if she's here tomorrow. I wave goodbye and leave. If there's a place to go now, it'd be the archery range. Nobody's here, huh? Well, duh, there's no club activities today. The door of the range is shut tight. It doesn't seem like anyone's inside, so it's meaningless to stay. I guess I'll talk to Issei. They might have some new information. It's been 3 hours since lunch. It might be possible that she's already been found and it turned out nothing was wrong at all. You really should have just left, Shiro. Man, I didn't think the student council would be closed as well. There aren't as many people in here now, so it'll be difficult to ask around. I'll go home for now. Fujine should know something about Mitsuzuri. I get my bag and go out the hallway. The sky is tinted red, the sun is setting, and it should be dark in an hour or so. I get to the stairs. I start walking down. I hear a sound above my head. I look up. There. Tosaka is standing at the top of the stairs. Oh, you're here too, Tosaka. She doesn't answer. First thing this morning, just now, I think our glares are getting worse every time I greet her. What? I'm gonna go. Don't be busy. Where's my bag and shower that I'm going home? I don't know why, but Tosaka sighs. I'm stunned. Coming to school without your servant. Are you insane? He murmurs without emotion. Of course I'm sane. I can't turn Saber to spirit form. There's no way I can bring her to school. Then skip school. It's like asking for this to kill you if a master is walking without its servant. Do you know how stupid you are, anything? I'm not stupid. Don't be so ridiculous. Masters don't fight in front of other people, right? It's out of the question to fight during the daytime, and at school event. Let me ask, are there people watching us now? What you talking about? I don't even need to check if there's people. What is this? Conveniently, there's no one here. There's no one on the third floor hallway. I'm sure that's the same with the fourth and second floor. The red-tinted building is quiet. I bet there are only teachers remaining on the first floor. It seems you finally understand. Jeez. I was more pissed than astonished this morning. I told you so many times, but you still came to get killed. Saying so angrily, Tosaka rolls up her sleeve. Slender white arm. On the feminine arm, something like a glowing tattoo appears. It's on a command spell. It'd be, even though I don't have one, it must be the proof of Magus. Magic crest. I don't even need to explain to you, right? This is the crystallization of the magic passed on in the family. And cast any magic carved in here, it's filling with magical energy. Yes. Magic crest that is attached engine, separate from the magic circuit of the Magus. There's difficult incantation or procedure to follow. It is the ultimate hastening mechanism that runs the car called magic just by being turned on. But the magic crest will not show up unless it is in use. The magic crest is like a separate magic circuit that is formed by magical energy of the Magus. I told Archer to go home. The Gunder shot and the magic crest should be enough for you. There's no emotion in your voice. It makes me realize that she's serious. You can run away, but that's just going to make it hard on yourself. I'm going to win in the end, no matter what you do. She coldly answers so. And my head's spinning. Fight here? Why does it have to be here? Why does it have to be now? Why do I have to fight against Tosaka? Hold on a second. Are you insane? This is school. Who knows who will come up if we make promotion? I'll think about it if that happens. I don't let chances in front of me slip by. I'm sorry, but I'm taking care of you right here and now. And besides, I don't think I can have standing when you walk about carelessly. I should hold on. I don't have intention of fighting you. I do, even if you just don't. Just prepare yourself, Shiro. She moves her arm and starts to fight. What sort of magic is it? The instant she points her left hand at me, my vision is filled with light. It's absolutely 4 steps. The stairs leading to the 2nd floor. If I retreat back down the hallway, it'll also take me about 4 steps to get to cover. There's no time to think bad end. And I'm sure you could guess which one's the bad end, actually. It might be a little hard, but I'm sure you can try and guess. It's called Jump into the fucking hallway. Is not the bad end. Jumping down the stairs is the bad end. I don't look as black as I jump. I use the corner of the hallway as a shield and jump sideways with all my might. I slide into the hallway. I heard it was like a click her tongue as something heavy hits the wall. Wait, what did she just do? I get back up and look behind me. The wall is standing in front of me now, until now it's smoking. And, to be more precise, there are about 3 fist-sized burn marks on the wall. It was a projectile weapon. No, that thing is cursed. It will infect the target with a disease. The Gondor shot Tozuka was talking about should be something from Northern European root. An indirect curse that worsens the disease of the one being pointed at. Its effects worsen someone's illness, so it shouldn't be something with any physical effect. But Tozuka's Gondor shot is made with dense magical energy that looks like a bullet. The problem is its power is like that of a bullet as well. Well, as expected from Tozuka. Such a brutal use of force making a slow curse into an immediate curse. Wait, is she trying to kill me? I told you so! I hear her running after me. I instantly get myself together. There's no time to think. I have to run for now. Hallway's bad. The hallway's straight. Tozuka uses a projectile weapon, so she'll shoot me in the back. I run down here. Don't move! Tozuka sprints out of the corner. Just before that, I jumped into the room beside me, room 2F. She shoots the Gondor shot through the hallway. It seems she shot right after she ran into the hallway. Yeah, I can't fight against her. That thing. How can she tell me to fight? No match for her. I look around the room in a hurry. Is there any protection? There's shield and armor. Bulletproof vest in here. Crap, she's here. Her footsteps stuck in front of the classroom. I'm sure she saw me run in here. Then she must be wary of my setting up an ambush. No way, am I? I run from the back of the room. The door in front of her. In that instant, the Gondor shot is mercilessly shot into the classroom. Jeez, she's shooting like crazy. The bullets go through the walls, hitting everything in the classroom. Skin my back. It would have gotten me if I hadn't moved. No way, why are you still standing? Tozuka jumps into the classroom. We're about 4 meters apart, in the front and in the back of the classroom. We glare at each other again. No, there's no time for that. I jump into the hallway. Running into the room is not a good option. I'll have to run down the stairs over there. Man, she's really merciless. I just grabbed my head. She grabbed my sides as well. Damn, are you serious? I'll be alright if I get hit with that thing. Of course not! Stop if you don't want to get hurt. I'll finish you off quickly if you do stuff. The bullets fly through the hallway. Actually, the sounds are like those of real bullets. Wait, are you really shooting Gondor? I can only hear murderous intent in that sound. Shut up, don't run away. I'm getting irritated because my target's moving. And this is like giving a knife to you. Hey, that's it. The sound of firing echoes in the hallway, but I made it. I reached the stairs in the nick of time. I run down the stairs. I've once debated this far. I run down the stairs and reach the landing. Tozuka shouldn't be able to follow me if I make it to first floor. I gasp. Tozuka took the shortcut by jumping off the railing of the stairs. To put it simply, I had to get past that glaring Tozuka to make it down to the first floor. Surprise. You're pretty agile. I thought I'd flab. Oh no, why did you say that, Shiro? You beat him up. Like, if this... I would intentionally just get the bad end for what Shiro said there. Some veins are showing at Tosuke's forehead now. It's scary how I'm getting used to this. The instant I realize it's coming, I jump sideways and hear the bullets hit the wall beside me. I run up the hallway in the other direction. The good news is that I'm down on the second floor. If I'm able to run away and make it down to the first floor, I'm sure Tosuke won't... Damn, you're so far. You're persistent, Tosuke. Give up already. You're persistent one. I won't kill you, so give up already. I don't know if she's because serious or if she's mad about me running away. Sounds like Gonda shots are loud enough that I'll have people calling the cops. This isn't the time to worry about the being more powerful means that the bullets are bigger. The curse that was just hot when it scraped me is now burning everything it touches. The Gonda shot scrapes my leg. My speed goes down. As soon as I figure out that she'll catch me upstairs, I jump to the room beside me. Go into the classroom, move to the window side. Well, what should I do? She'll be able to jump down from the second floor. If I'm going to get shot at, I might as well try escaping from here. Dashilbe. Volgeru Kafik. Echo. I hear Toka's voice from the hallway. Something thin membrane surrounds the classroom. Bounded field? Instead, I notice the bounded field has soundproof effects. I figure out what Tosuke is going to do. I jump to the wall. A strong magic has been activated. I crouch down, tip over the desk, and hide behind it. This isn't like a Gonda shot she fired until now. I close my eyes and place my hand on the desk. She's casting a spell. Even though she has helpful magic, Tosuke is casting her spell. Will I make it? No, I have to make it. I skip every manufacturing process, the process of making nerve in my spine, and we pour magical energy into the desk. Fixing the room. El Salve. Trace on. Lights and sounds explode. It's an ordinary day after school. The ordinary classroom turns into a dance floor and dancing desks. Compared to the bundle of magical energy aimed at the classroom to a pistol, it is an understatement. It says shot without pause or over wide range. It's more like a machine gun. I don't know what kind of curse is in the magical energy, but it's strong enough to be visible to the human eye. As it has mass, it destroys everything it touches. The desks are running crazy like a person on fire. My eardrums are already screwed up from the sound of the dancing desk next to the public. This is more like a battlefield than a dance floor. But still, I don't see any cracks in the windows. Go through the battlefield Tosuke set up. This room is a closed space now. It seems that one can enter this space, but cannot leave. The bullets fired in are an exception, as the sounds don't escape. Tosuke's angry, but she's acting like a maggot. But as much magic energy I can to produce to the desk is used as a shield. The only magic I can use is strengthen new magic. Strengthen the desk to defend myself because of this rain of magical energy. But it's only for a brief moment. Strengthening magic will only endure this barrage of bullets for about 3 seconds. As a result, I'll have to redo the strengthening right when it wears off, and repeat this process. Damn. Does she have infinite magical energy? The rain does not stop. Maybe Tosuke knows what's going on in this classroom. She might be attacking because she knows I'm blocking her attacks like this. Then this rain would stop when my magical energy runs out, huh? That's not my shoulders while concentrating on the desk. Well, let's compare our endurance. Let's have a match to see who'll give up first. I give up. This match is decided in a flash. Feels like I've gotten knocked out 15 seconds into the first round. I'm not wounded. I have lots of stamina left, but I can't do anything if my magical energy runs out. Ah, man. I look from behind the desk. I can't see the classroom too well because of the smoke. I hear a sound. My arm bumps into something on the floor. It's the leg of a chair. You really did destroy this place. Well, I guess it could be used as a weapon. Pick up the stick and put my remaining magical energy into it. It worked. Oh, I'm perfect when it counts. That's when the stick I strengthened. Well, it won't do any good just standing here. I'll be dead if she attacks again. Maybe I use too much magical energy because I can't stand up. As the smoke is not letting me breathe. She's smoking me out, huh? She got it all down. Tosuke's experienced in fighting. She'll just corner me if I stay here. I know she's waiting for me in the hallway. I can't escape through the window because of the bounded field. I make up my mind and head to the hallway. My feet are still numb. I move the wreckage of the desk and crawl into the smoke before me. On the other side is... You finally came out, Enya. Tuska is waiting for me, her shoulders heaving. I glare at her and manage to stand up. The numbness in my feet is temporary, so I think I could move them if I wanted to. It's not like running would do me any good. Tuska is just tired from running. She has plenty of magical energy left. Like myself, whose magical energy is depleted, Tuska is just out of physical energy. If we resume our battle, I'm sure she'll just shoot me down without any hesitation. It's over. Throw away that weird weapon. You can't win now. Tuska declares her victory. Oh, that pisses me off. I know it's reckless, but I can't help it if it makes me mad. We won't know until we try. Don't say things when your shoulders are heaving like that idiot. I raise the leg of chair. It shows that I'm resisting to the very end. I see. Alright. I was going to be kind to you if you were to give up. But I guess it's the necessary courtesy. Let me apologize to you beforehand. She smiles. I wish you wouldn't have been on to smile like that. I apologize. I don't forgive you for this even if you apologize. I'm apologizing for what's going to happen, Enya. I can't hold back if you're resisting me. I can't apologize to you if I happen to kill you accidentally. She's serious. Well, she did seem serious, but I guess that really made her serious. I finally realized I'm in a hopeless situation. Oh, you finally realized the situation you're in. I'm glad. If you said something about absent-minded in a situation like this, you would have done something. What do you mean by something? She glares at me. I see. I guess this is what she meant by being absent-minded. This is your final warning. Throw away the weapon and give up me your command spell. Or rip out nerves in your arm, in the worst case. But they're better than losing your life, right? Give up my command spell. My command spell isn't something I can hand to you. And most of all, no, I can't do that. I see. Let me ask you why. I can't give you my command spell. It's like telling me to betray Saber. I see. I'll give you 3 seconds. It's your life. Just decide. Tuska raises her left hand. As she'll release Gondor shot in the instant I refuse. Both of these are the exact same thing. Both of them are admitting defeat. Can I? 3. What's your reply, Enya? Why does it matter? Because you get interrupted anyway. We stare at each other. Did the scream come from below? Tuska, that was... Scream. I instantly get up and start running. Hey, do you know where that came from, Enya? No, I can only tell that it was below us. Hold on. I'll lift the bounded field now. I run down the stairs. Hold on, it's dangerous to go by yourself. This isn't the time to be worried. That scream was unusual. I know, that's why I'm telling you it's dangerous! We get down to the first floor. There's no one moving in the hallway. But there's one collapsed female student lying there. Did they actually... Yeah, they actually put her... Like, you can actually see her. She's right there. I did not actually know they actually put that there for this scene. Nice. Good. She's only unconscious. I'll check on the female student. She must have been in the first year. She's unconscious, but I don't see any wounds, so she should be alright. You're wrong. She's so pale. Can't you see that she's empty inside? Empty inside? She had her magical energy. No, life energy to be precise, drained. This is about as bad. No, worse than the people who got attacked by Castor. She'll die if we let her be. Die? Even though she doesn't have any wounds. Hey now, it's only natural for someone to die if they're empty inside. Even if they don't have any external wounds. Hold on. I think I can do something with the stone. She searches her pocket. It seems serious, but Tosaka seems to know how to cure her. Tosaka kneels down, looks at the female student. Her face looks serious. She tends to the female student while sweat forms on her forehead. What's going on? That serious face of hers. I think I saw it recently. Jesus, the noise. Can you close the door on me? The wind's moving my hair. Oh, that emergency exit. I look at the open emergency exit. Open? In the thick of it, we still haven't figured out why this girl is unconscious. She didn't do this herself, so somebody else must have attacked her. We ran, we heard screams to the emergency exit. The only place to get away from. Oh, this is because I was looking to reach the exit. I sensed something black being shot, and I... Watch out, Tosaka! I protect Tosaka with my right arm. What is that? Emiya, your arm. Just what Tosaka said, a black dagger is piercing my right arm. This thing lodged between my wrist and my arm looks like a nail. No, it's too big to call it a nail. Something like a dagger has pierced through my arm. Bleeding so much doesn't hurt? It hurts, it really hurts. But it hurts so much that I can't panic. But more than that, someone threw this at Tosaka's face. Please take care of her, Tosaka. I start running. I don't have time to wait for Tosaka's response. I squeeze the strengthened metal rod in my left hand and run out the emergency exit. I run while dangling my right arm. The arm's red below my elbow. There's some bad luck with my arms today. Tosaka told me to give my command spells from my left arm, and now this one's almost got ripped off. It has to be around here. I look around. I don't know what I'm feeling, but I certainly feel it. The person that attacked the female student. The person that attacked Tosaka when the dagger is nearby. The person is still around. Also, Shira, why didn't you call Saber? Like, she could've, like, she wouldn't be able to get there immediately, but she would have still been able to get there. Just saying. So she should have been able to get there by about now. If I close my eyes, I can feel dark magical energy moving beyond the archery room, in the woods. I jump over the hedge, run with moldy land. Then, between the trees, someone I recognize Cindy, smiling. Shinji. Stop. Why is Shinji here? He's missing right now. No, Mizuzuri's the one missing. Shinji's the last one who saw her. The injured arm throbs. Instant fall to the ground. Nail-like dagger thrust in my throat. Instantly I dodge it. I just keep rolling forward to avoid my throat. It's scraped into my skin's cut. But this is rather fortunate. If I had been a second too late, it would have been my throat that got cut. I instantly get up. In front of me stands a woman in black with an irritating smile. Servant. I'm sure of it. Concentration of magical energy even Tosaka cannot stand up to. An ethereal beauty and thick smell of blood. I don't know what class she is, but her existence is beyond human. She disappeared. The black shadow disappears from my vision. The instinct tells me that I'll be killed. I desperately swing my weapon above me. Parry the nail coming from my head. She's like a spider jumping through the woods, sticking to the trees. I run. It's a pure coincidence that I was able to block her surprise attack. I can't block another attack, and there'll be no way to get away. I run to a nearby tree, put my back against it. It should be able to block any attacks from behind me now. No, I have to believe it every time. Damn. Her fingers stand out so much, so I don't see that servant in black anyway. She might be jumping to branch to branch, as I don't see her coming down. Sweat rolls down my forehead. The sound of chains is like a snake aiming for its prey. I suppress the laughter trying to escape me. The sound of chains echoes through the woods. Even though I might be killed the next moment, my mind is completely blank. I don't have any notion of time. The guillotine isn't coming down. That's strange. The battle should have been over by now. But I'm still alive. So it's so strange to think I might have been killed by that previous suppressed attack. I might be merely dreaming now. Save it. Can't match it, sir. And I'll have to rely on her. The command spell. If I use my command spell to call Saber, I should be able to escape the situation. But is that alright? I placed myself in a dangerous situation. Then I should hold on to responsibility for that, most of all. I haven't done all that I can do. That's right. I have a weapon in my hand, even maybe a weak one. My body can still move. If this is a bad position, I only have to move away. I can call Saber after. Surprise. You're not using your command spell. The voice echoes. She's above, on a branch somewhere, as I expected. Unfortunately, I don't have too many left. I don't know what to do in the future if I use one for something like this. Well, I don't really know how to use it. So, I must be brave, unlike my master. Search around me. Where's the voice coming from? But I shall alter my course of action. I cannot go all out against the masturbating serpent. I shall kindly kill. The voice stops. The sound of chains and sound echoing through the woods. She's coming. What do I have to do to get out of this space? To do so, I would have to block her nail a few times. The fact that I can defend myself using a chair leg is so pathetic that it's funny. If I at least had... If this stick as splendid weapons he had, I might have been able to counterattack. Here I go. I don't have time to think about what ifs. 30 meters to get out of the woods. This is not as much compared to the chase I had with them. I run. I ignore the annoying sound of the chains and run practically towards the edge. I repel the attack from the bottom. And then using the weapon, I block the roundhouse kick executed by the servant. She's in front of me now. I repel her attacks. No way. The servant in black retreats. It's just a coincidence. The first surprise attack was blocked by coincidence. These attacks were also blocked by chance. I can't even see her movements. For me to stay alive in spite of that is nothing but pure luck. But are coincidences something that continue like this? No. What if my assumptions were wrong in the first place? The first attack. Surprise attack to my head. Emiya could not block this attack. I cannot block them even by coincidence. You. The servant in black murmurs. Her irritated voice is rather surprisingly beautiful. You're no good. You're not as good as the other servants. I swing at the servant in front of me. The servant in black blocks my blow and runs back. I can make it. There's nothing in my way now. The servant in black is retreating. All the 3 meters in. No, that is as far as you can. You were already captured. My body falls. Rather than being pulled back. My right arm hurts. The pierced arm is being pulled by some force. You still understand? The thing in your arm is my nail. That makes me realize. The thing extending from her is from her weapon. The annoying sound of chains. The sound of the chains moving. The sound of the binding chains ever since I came out of the building. Crap. I reach my right arm with my left, but it's too late. The arm moves up by itself and is lifting up. My arm's about to be torn off. The nail is in my right arm. The chain dangling in the air to the branch. That's a fulcrum. Well, it seems you were saying something about very interesting. The servant in black approaches. I can't run away or fight in unsuspected air. You said I'm inferior to these servants? This is troubling. I cannot kill you unless I correct that misunderstanding of yours. I'm like a sacrifice. It's like the one with the gallows in a Western movie. The nail-like dagger is raised. The servant in black licks the tip of it. Let me see. I shall take out those mistaken eyes of yours. Would you like your remaining limbs afterwards? She jumps lightly and appears right in front of me, who's suspended 3 meters above the ground. The nail comes from me. My body still moves. I... Save. You want to... I think this will also work, but I think it requires a different choice later on, and I don't have that written down, so I'm not going to worry about it. I can pull up this nail in my right arm. I can pull. Right arm. I throw away my weapon and reach for the right arm with my free left hand. You are brave. You are selecting the choice that brings you pain. And my movements have to be a slow motion to her. The servant in black thrusts her nail and piece my left hand as well. I swing my body desperately to avoid it, but it's useless. The servant mercilessly thrusts her nail. And she is shot from the side by numerous bright bullets. Ouch. I fall to the ground. The bullets cut the chain and hit my body on the ground. The servant in black turns her back. She jumps back onto a branch and retreats like a beast. Are you alright, Emiya? As soon as she runs to me, she takes my hand. I have to stop bleeding. Do you have anything to wrap it? I have a handkerchief. It's probably clean since I prepared it for me. It's not much better than mine. It's better than nothing. You can make do with my towel and that. It takes a pulse, remembers something like a spell. It must be a styptic and painkiller, as my right hand feels a bit better. Tosaka carefully puts a handkerchief on my wound and wraps the towel around it. Seeing her like that reminds me. Tosaka is beautiful and a nice person. I was watching her from a distance, admiring her an art student until 3 days ago. It turns out her true personality was far away from my imagination. But it's not like she was different inside. My heart pounding. Tosaka's a nice person. She's so close to me. And she's so beautiful, I cannot forgive her. Everything happened now. Can't think straight. Alright. I guess this is good for now. So what was that? I tried to back you up, that you were in a terrible situation when I caught up with you. Oh no. I followed that person here and I was attacked. I concisely tell her what happened. I decided not to say anything, saying Shinji. It might have been my imagination, and if it was him, I don't think that I have any proof that he's connected with that servant. Don't make a face like that. I couldn't tell who she was, but she's a servant, so that means another master's here. Yeah. I knew there was another master at school. This means that master's finally made a move. Tosaka slumps her shoulders. This means Tosaka already knew about this third master. And that master is the one who attacked the female student? Hold on, Tosaka. How's that girl? She's doing better. She's sleeping in the nurse's office now, so her life is not in danger. I see. That is good. I sigh with relief. That means all problems have been resolved. Then what's left is... Why are you staring at me? Hey, I won't do it something like that. I don't know how she understood. Tosaka, sometimes makes the stupidest misunderstandings. I know that. I won't do such a thing. But I'll ask is if you want to continue. Do you want to keep fighting or not? Hearing this, Tosaka freezes. How long did it last? Tosaka glares at me once. Then hangs her head as if giving up. That's fine. It troubles me to make face near her. Tosaka, what do you want to do? I won't do it. This is it for today. I'm not in the mood anymore, and I owe you for another thing. She gets up and brushes dirt off her knees. Let's go. I know it hurts, but bear with until we get to my place. Tosaka offers me a hand. I tilt my head in wonder and look at Tosaka's eyes. I'm saying that we're going to my house. You can't heal that wound yourself, right? Well, that's true, but what? Hey now. You'll die of necrosis if you leave it like that. It'll be my fault if you lose your arm. Tosaka pulls at me as if telling me not to talk back. Wait, I don't get it at all. Tosaka's house is in the residential district on the other side of town. I guess there are Western-style houses at the very top, but I've never actually been up there. This is as far as I've been, and I don't know anything what lies ahead. So, this is the famous Western-style mansion at the top of the hill, main base of Tosaka, a Magus with a prestigious lineage. I look at the extravagant mansion, dumbfounded. Well, I thought used to things like this because of Shinji's house, but this has its own taste. Emi-kun, the entrance is over this way. Oh, yeah, I know. I clear my throat and follow out to Tosaka. Man, I understand from on guard invite from the master's base, but I'm getting nervous just thinking of going to Tosaka's house. So, this is the living room in Tosaka's house, the place Tosaka Rin lives every day. Let me see your arm. You get straight to the point, please. Sit on a chair and show her my right arm. She takes off the towel that's wrapped around it. I think she's closer to me now. Didn't notice before, but her black hair looks really pretty, and it causes my heart to beat faster. That's weird. Your wound's smaller than before. Do you have a healing charm on you? No. That's not true. Really? But your wound's almost healed. I didn't say pretty. What did you say, Tosaka? I said your wound's almost healed up. I only stopped your bleeding, so it shouldn't be healed. I don't know anything about it. Really? You don't have a clue, even though something like this happened before as well? Well, fine. You're confusing me more now. Something like this happened before? When? It was recently. You were wounded when Berserker attacked, right? That wound healed up by itself. I thought it was your magic at the time, but now got it? You're not that skillful. I'm sorry about that. What did that mean? I never had such a thing happen to me before. There's a contract you made with Saber. I don't know how to form the contract, but I hear that servants make their contract immortal. Saber's health healing powers might be flowing into you. Doesn't mean my wounds will heal as long as the contract exists. Well, I guess so, but I wouldn't rely on it. Saber's healing your wounds, so it means that you're using up Saber's magical energy. More importantly, that's the power to heal your wounds and not bring you back to life. It'll be all over if you dare, so don't do anything restless like the thing again. I don't know. You did it, but the bandage is wrapped already. Treatment is done. Ooh. Better. She passed my arm and stands up. Well, I get some tea. Do you want milk or sugar in your tea? I don't have it. Can you tell me one thing before that, Satsuki? What? What you said before. You said something about there being another master in school. Oh, that. You wouldn't notice the bounded field set up there, but it's simply another master at the school. We've been doing things like we just saw. I recall the female student. She was pale, just like I said, would have died. Masters don't go. Only masters. Like the priest said. Why would they do such a thing? To win the Holy Grail, of course. Servants can acquire more magical energy the more they feed on human minds. The master of their soul wants to use everyone as sacrifices to make their own servant stronger. Using the servant to sacrifice. That master insane. Who knows? But there's a bounded field set up at the school. It's not complete, but everyone inside will weaken and die once it's activated. Well, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm wondering what that happened. Like explains with a cool voice. This must be something she's known for days. She knew what she had to do. She went to school, even though she told me not to. She knew it was dangerous to be there, but she still went to stop the master up the bounded field. Fearing to myself. Only natural for Tosuka to get mad at me. I came to school without a thought. Unprepared for anything, as I was trying to continue my peaceful everyday life. Hey, what's wrong? Why are you depressed? Did I say something bad? Looks at me uneasily. I bet she's misunderstanding again. No, you're wrong. I just thought I'd never be able to beat you. I think it's wrong for me to apologize, so I try to tell her how I feel. Tosuka stares at me. What? Isn't it about the previous fight? I know, Amiya-kun. You want to make peace for now. Then, she touched me with a smile and makes my heart you mean a truce between us. Yes. The master of the school is ill-natured, and an enemy, now no, or you. First you want to take care of this other master before you. So do you want to cooperate and look for this other master? I'm taken aback, but I think calmly. No, there's no reason to think. What Tosuka said is correct. And more than that, I cannot ignore this master. First of all, I decided to fight so that I could stop masters hurt innocent people. No. Oh, but I don't think it's a bad proposal. Yes. It'll be great if you can help me. Hold on. Doesn't mean I'll be helping you. I just promise you we won't attack you. So it doesn't mean the enemy of enemy is your ally. No. But you can trust me for now. I'll help you as long as you don't betray me. She declares so. This is so like her. And I'm honestly thankful for this fortune to have been brought upon me. Great. And you'll be my ally forever. Please give me your best regards, Tosuka. I nod and hold up my right hand. I'm sure it won't last a long time, but at least be of some use to me, okay? Tosuka sounds ungracious, but I won't be tricked by it. Because she puts out her right hand, and most of all, because she firmly shakes my hand. I see. No wonder I thought it was strange. You're not an official successor. Your dad died before he handed his magic crest to you. I don't know. I don't think my father wanted to pass his magic crest to me. And he was also against the fact that I wanted to be a mage. Are you talking magic? Isn't that contradictory? Maybe. It seems like he taught me magic because I wouldn't give up. He also told me from the beginning to be a magic user is not a magist. We want to talk about unimportant stuff for a while. As we're cooperating, I want to know about your family. Tosuke asked me that question, and it's now getting how I learned magic. And Kudetsugu was a lone wolf mage and came from the outside. In contrast, Tosuke's family has a proper lineage to surprise the land. Normally, a mage outside must have good faith in the supervisor of the land, but Kudetsugu didn't do so. Actually, he hid the fact that he was a mage. As Tosuke Rin is the head of the Tosuke family, she's the supervisor of this land, even though she's young. The reason, to be fair, I do like the big reason though. Kudetsugu's actually a relatively, not just good mage, but his crest is actually from pretty good lineage, because his father actually has a sealing designation, well, had a sealing designation, which was pretty cool. She was entrusted with supervision 10 years ago, and it's only recently that she actually became able to protect the land. Well, that's why Tosuke's family never knew about Kudetsugu's existence, but why they didn't know about his son, who is a mage. A magic user, huh? Then you really are an amateur. You don't have any knowledge other than the magic you can use, right? Right. I can only use strength in magic. I know a bit about things. What it did before was just casting strengthening magic on a desk to use as shield. That was the best magic I've ever done. Are you serious? Why are you telling me something like that? Then she gets mad, it's like her unfair. Wait, is that something to be angry about? Look, Amy, we're cooperating, but there are things we should still keep secret, right? We should be hiding the scope of our power, and first of all, Mage has to keep his magic hidden at no cost. But it's meaningless to keep secret now, right? It's true that it's not something you're telling people, but you're a mage, it's not a problem for you. And father told me, magic isn't something to be hide desperately. What is that? Did your dad really say such a thing? Yeah, I guess he wanted to tell me not to be bound by rules. He always told me I shouldn't learn magic, I should quit at any time. Let's grits her teeth. I'm so irritated about it. She's showing enmity, never before. Don't be ridiculous. Your dad's not a mage. You were taught by such a character, I cannot approve of you as a mage. Just calm down. Why are you so mad? Oh, I know I'm not magic pretty. My father was a great mage. No, that's not what I meant to say. What I can't forgive is that... What? The Tosuke enmity disappears, she regained her composure. I'm sorry. It was my fault. Everyone's ways are different. I'm proud of myself, so it's not my place to tell you something. I don't get it. Does something annoy you? The method my father taught me? Or is it my inexperience? Yeah, I do have complaints about your experience. Like how you know strengthening magic after a few years of study. And tell me that weakness of yours. Tosuke smiles suggestively. Is it just me or do I feel chill? You're right. I really regret it now, but I can't help it, right? I'm only good at strengthening magic. My father's dead. I had no way of learning anything else. Yes, that's the limit of a single mage. Mage I don't know when they're going to die, so they leave magic crests behind and cooperate with association. What I got so angry about was how your dad never did anything against that. Magic of a mage isn't just his magic. Magic is something from a parent to child, so many generations. It's some of their life's work. The responsibility isn't just yours. So the first condition that Rin taught magic is you will pass it down to later generations. A child born from Mage's family instantly becomes a successor and an inheritor. You're born for that reason, and you also die for that reason. A Mage's child isn't human from the start. No, it's the duty of the Mages to change who was born a human into something else through many years of hard training. That's why your dad isn't a mage. Your dad chose to be a parent over a mage. She looks away as she says so. I don't know why Tosuke's mad. what Tosaka thought Ray in this house. How much she sacrificed to train as the daughter of a family of the Mage. I can't put myself in her place, no matter how hard I try. Is that why you consider me your enemy? Because I don't have the might of a mage. That's right. It's not that I hate you, but I can't approve of it. That's why I teach you a lesson. It's that bad. Well, it is bad, but I appreciate your warnings. I wouldn't have noticed the master of my school if it wasn't for the thing today. I wouldn't be able to cooperate with you. I stare at her for information. Tosaka ponders for a bit. Jeez. Why is a guy like this Saber's master? She complains about something strange. We've been talking so long, it's already gotten dark. It's almost 7 o'clock. Saber will get mad if I don't get home soon. Oh, we'll look for the master at school. Yes. We'll meet right in the hallway after school tomorrow. Oh, I'll help Archer guard you on the way home. I can't walk you home since I have things to do. But Archer's good enough, right? I realize I've been forgetting about it all along. This is Tosaka's house. It's not strange for Archer to be here. The knight in red Archer takes form. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've actually faced him. The man that almost got his head cut off by Saber that night. The man tried to shoot Saber along with Berserker. Because of such things, I face him and instinctively feel that I hate him. Probably will never be able to accept him. Must be the same for Archer as he stares with me with enmity. I appreciate that. If he hates me, I can hate him back without holding back. Please do your best, Archer. We are cooperating now, so don't attack him. I know. Oh, follow my master's order. Archer disappears. Since he can't go there just like he is, it must mean he will guard me in spirit form. I walk through the night town. It's 7 o'clock, but I still see people around. I don't think any guards to say. I can't turn her down if I will. I should have refused. My nerves are getting strained. There are goosebumps on my skin, my little throat. Let my guard down. I feel hostility from behind me. The invisible guard is watching him. The one he has to protect. Man, how is he a guard? The hostility I feel is definitely coming from the man behind me. This is fine. If I end up with like that night if you go closer to my house. I tell the presence behind me. Archer doesn't answer. He just accepts my words and tries to leave. But if you have something you want to say, I glare at the visible guy. The leaving presence stops. He appears with hostility still present. I have a better opinion of you. Seems you can at least feel hostility. Wow. I thought you were a pacifist who wouldn't even kill what he said. Don't mock me, Mage. If my enemy wants to fight, I'll fight back. I confront the knight in red. He smiles, trying to make fun of me, and strikes his shoulders. Don't be ridiculous. A mage that doesn't smell like blood is only a half-ass. Didn't you learn that from your teacher, Emiyashiro? My spirit weakens. Yudisuke certainly said so. Mage are tinged with blood. It doesn't matter if you hurt or don't hurt anyone. This path is wet with blood. That's why Kiritsugu told me not to be a mage. Are you saying you don't smell blood on me? Of course not. You're not fit to be a master in that regard either. You are different from Rin. What is that? You're saying you can smell blood on Tosaka? Yes. She's rather kind-hearted, but she's merciless when she has to be. She wouldn't go around looking for other masters every day if that wasn't the case. She's looking for other masters every day. That means she's fighting other masters. It's not like it's over once she finds a master. Then she's doing something like happen at school every day. The event at school. The same thing happened in the woods today. Of course not. I wish today would be the only case. Listen, the master of great skill in mind turns immature only when she's facing you. First of all, she doesn't need to cooperate with you with the skill she has. She's still doing meaningless things. I guess it's cooperation. But well, can't be helped. Servants obey their master. Isn't that right, Emiyashiro? It must mean that a servant obeys its master, even if he turns out to be a useless amateur. You see? Talking about me and Saber. I see. I feel bad for Tosaka, partnering with such a cynical guy. Man, stunned. Are you still saying such things? I will warn you. Do not worry about your servant's personality. We are summoned only to fight. We are only a tool bound by the command spell. You guys have total control over us, so ignore what your tool has to say. Can't tell him that's not the case. But I'm sure the one bound by the command spell said is definitely true. I can't think of Saber as a tool, but it's true that Saber is bound by the command spell. Why did you stop me? Don't tell me something ridiculous as wanting to make friends with me. I don't have a reason. I just don't like it, so I wanted to complain to him. Yeah. You want the Holy Grail as well, right, Archer? I asked that obvious question in desperation. Then... Oh, Grail? Oh, the evil treasure chest that is sent to grant wishes, huh? I'm not interested. My wish cannot be granted by a thing like that. Well, it could, it's just incredibly useless. Then I read declares confidently. What? That's contradictory. Servants desire the Holy Grail. Isn't that why they answer the call, the Mages, and become servant? Wait, what's with that? Then why are you a servant? You cannot be held over the course of the event. I do not have free will. You must think we are answering the call by choice. Don't have free will. Does that mean he was called against his will, even though he doesn't want the Holy Grail? How stupid of you. Do you really not think about it? Look, a servant is one that is summoned. No, heroic spirits are summoned, not out of their own will, but their wills of others. We become heroic spirits because of our achievements. We can support people in the future. Do you really think that heroic spirits would really wish to be the aid to humans? I don't know. They are called heroic spirits. They should be pure. That's why I imagine them protecting people. That's not the case for a lot of servants. That's right. Heroic spirits do not have fear. Heroic spirits are just to protect people. We are summoned with our conveniences. We disappear once we finish our remedial measures. We are beings that should not exist. We are not recognized even if we save the world. These heroic spirits, the one with convenience, that are called the Guardian. It is all over once we become one. Our wills are taken away. One that is summoned is only going to disappear. Heroic spirits are tools without a will. That can't be true. You and Saber have a will. You might be summoned against your will. But don't you have a choice after you're summoned? Saber's saying she won't do things against her will. Of course, we are servants. I don't know who made this system, but this war is very well structured. It gives what should only be part of the human body, and we are summoned as the real heroic spirits. As heroic spirits are given bodies, we can regain our humanity with them, along with our former desires and grudges. That is why servants seek the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail should be able to fulfill our desires, and will allow us to stay in this world as humans, even if maybe for a short while. So here as a human, that does mean they can be set free from as an individual and not a servant. And to add, the Holy Grail has powers to grant wishes. If it allows them to grant the wish they had before they died, it's natural for the servants to cooperate with their masters. But the Holy Grail must be a miracle for the servants as well. How can you say you do not need such a thing? You can fulfill a wish, you can come true, and even quit being a servant. It is a simple story. I do not have a wish I could make come true. I am different from others. I made my wish come true, died, and then became a heroic spirit. That's why I don't have any wishes, nor do I wish to stay here as a human. That must be the same for your servant. Don't be stupid. Saber says she'd use the Holy Grail. She's not like who's being a servant without an objective. My objective. Sir Archer murmurs. Why is that? Normal murmur. Chill runs through me. Same even if you have or don't have an objective. Ask your servant if you're curious. Saber's objective is to obtain the Holy Grail. But she will not use it for herself. In that regard, she's an ideal guardian. She is literally a slave. Remember this. If you are to be her master, do not forget this. His presence disappears. The knight in red talks cynically until the very end and leaves. I'm home. Even though I don't feel like it, I follow my old habits as to go in my house. Feel liveliness from the living room. I bet Fujin is watching TV and Sakura's preparing dinner. Saber, is she in the living room? I recall Archie's words shake my head. I don't know what he wanted to say, nor do I want to know. But stuck in my head and I won't go away. A familiar called a servant. His honest opinion, scorning heroic spirits, is mere cleaners. Oh, welcome home, Senpai. Even though she's in the middle of cooking, she comes out to greet me. I'm home. I'm sorry I'm late. How much is dinner time? I just started preparing, but I don't think I need your help. We're having stew tonight, at Fujimoto-sensei's request. I see. There's certainly nothing I can help with. Look, I see. Everything's being cut up already. Knowing how good Sakura is, I bet all that's left is to do cooking. Where's Saber? I don't think she... Saber-san is sleeping. You said she wanted to be woken up when you came home. Was Saber mad? I don't think so. Saber-san always has sharp eyes. If Sakura's hesitant to say it, it must mean Saber's really mad. It's only natural though, since I broke my promise of me coming home before dark. Okay, Shiro. Saber-chan was really mad. She said she wanted to talk to you in the dojo, but after you got home. Fujine says something about really scary while she munches on a mandarin. Fujine, you didn't have to tell Saber what you did, right? Like a person who breaks their promise should be punished by getting a beating with a shinai. I did tell her. I told her she doesn't need to hold back. I see. So my enemies aren't just other masters. There's another one hiding here as well. Can I ask you something? Did you take Saber to the dojo? Did you tell her that she use a shinai if she wanted to train? Yeah, we fought for a bit. She's amazing. She doesn't know kendo, but she seems more like a swordsman than I do. Does she do fencing or something? I don't think she does. I think she's more like you. Like how she swings around a big sword unmatched to her size, and how she attacks enemies like a wild animal. But I'll accept the punishment if this is my fault. By the way, what Mitsuzuri? Do you know if she's home or not? How do you know about that? I think the news got out. I heard about her since the student council. So how did anyone find Mitsuzuri? It's Sarah Fujin. Fujin is a teacher, even if she may not seem like one. She keeps quiet about things she shouldn't talk about, and I'm sure she'd lie to comfort a student. So I have to stare at her to notice any change while I ask about Mitsuzuri. So Fujin, has nothing happened? Nothing changed? I guess it can't be helped. You look like you'll run out if I keep quiet. It's not like this is a secret. But this is a special case, you know. I'm only telling you since you're her friend. I know, I appreciate it, so tell me quickly. I'll tell you the results. Mitsuzuri was found earlier today. I'm sure the examination is over and she's home now. She's kind of confused. She doesn't have any wounds, and there's no danger to her life. I can't tell you anything else. If you're her friend, ask her about it. That wasn't serious. Thank God. I don't know what Mitsuzuri got into, but I know it has something to do with the strange incidents happening in town. It's likely that the source is this master at my school. I don't know what I would have done if something happened to Mitsuzuri. Oh yeah, Sakura. Can I talk to you for a bit? Yes, what is it, Senpai? Not much. I'm just wondering if you know anything about Shinji. I spent the night here last night. I didn't go home. I heard he skipped school today, so you don't know what he's up to. Not surprised. It's no surprise you don't know. Sorry, I asked you something stupid. No, that's not true. I know about Nate-san. Anybody else, but so I should know why he skipped school, right? I don't think so. And it really helps when you're here. The event in the woods. The person there really was Shinji. He has to have some kind of connection with the servant in the black. Then, there's worst case possibility that he is a master. If that's the case, wouldn't it be dangerous to let Sakura go back to her house? Senpai, what does that mean? Sakura, spend the night here tonight. You can use Fujine's clothes if you don't have to change. Senpai, that's... It helped me out since if you can stay here for a while. Well, you can go home if it's convenient for you. Oh. But it's absurd. It's troubling to be asked so suddenly to stay over. I'm sorry for saying things to trouble you. I bowed my head and apologized. Then... Okay, I'll do as you want. Sakura agrees quietly. It's almost lost the sound of cooking stew. It's getting late. I went to the dojo with Saber after dinner. Received my punishment. Saber called it training, but I swear she was just beating me up. When we were finished, it was past 10 o'clock. It seems they are sleeping together in today. Tsuchine and Sakura go to the Japanese-style room. Shiro, what is wrong? Are you not going back to your room? Yeah, I'm going. But there's one thing I want to ask you before that. Please go ahead. I will answer anything I can. I guess I got a point. What Archer said. Servants who have no freedom seek the Holy Grail to obtain freedom. Must be the case for Saber. But he said Saber would not wish for freedom. Saber, you need the Holy Grail, right? Yes, my objective is to obtain the Holy Grail. I became a heroic spirit for that reason. I've been told you this before. I know. Why? A servant can stay in this world without a master if it obtains the Holy Grail, right? And you go to obtain the Holy Grail and do what? You wish here, right? No. I will leave this world once I obtain the Holy Grail. It is not allowed for someone, for me, someone from a different time, to stay in this time. Most of all, I do not have anything I would want to do. Her eyes can show her determination. She shows no hesitation nor lies. In that case, there's nothing I can say to her. I see. I can't tell. You strongly say don't, but your wish is but. Because unlike Saber to ask for a wish from the Holy Grail. I don't know what the Holy Grail is, but I vaguely think that it's not appropriate for this golden Grail. I promise you that we'll obtain the Holy Grail, so I'll believe your words for now. Is something wrong? You have not seemed like since you came home. It's true. Oh yes, Saber. Matter of course of action. Saber looks serious now. As expected of her, Saber is Saber, no matter how well she gets along with Fujina. It's annoying, but her true nature is revealed in her fighting, like Archer said. I went to school today. I found out there's a third master there. I had a quarrel with Tosaka. What happened? We ended up promising a truce until we found the master hiding at our school. I report what happened today in a hurry. Saber's listening seriously at first, but as the story goes on, she starts to look at me unhappily. Are you against cooperating with Tosaka? No, I agree that you should learn from her, as you have no knowledge. But I would have liked you to tell me earlier. And if you have, consulted me beforehand as well. Saber glared at me. I'm ashamed of myself, since she's absolutely right. Then you will be cooperating with Lin tomorrow to search for school. Yep. I'll call for you if I find anything strange, so stand by here until then. Phew. He's too lenient a plan, but it will be perfect until you get used to the battles. So we going after this master who set up the battlefield at school. I nod. After thinking for a while, let me confirm. After we defeat the master of your school, your cooperation with Rin will end, and she will be your enemy again. Is that correct? Saber has a big shirt. Well, it's the I can't say for sure, or I guess that's how it'll be. I'm going to tell you, you don't want to pick I guess that's how it will be. You will end up with a bad end eventually. It will be, I think, bad end 18 or even 19. Basically, once you reach a point, it will not really. It basically negatively affects your love score. Can't say for sure. I can't say for sure. I'll Tosaka, most of all, I personally don't want to fight against him. No, I can't say for sure yet. There might be even after we defeat the master of my school. There's that monster called Berserker as well. If we can cooperate, we should be able to cooperate for as long as we can. You see. Oh, my master says so. No one make it harder for you. Please do not regret your choice when the time comes. Saber bows and leaves. I know. The more we cooperate, the greater the likelihood we'll fight in the end. I should try to be Tosaka's enemy for as long as I can, if I don't be mentally hurt. Or else, What's going to remain is a big scar. Because no matter which one of us wins, the survivor has to finish off the loser. Day 6. Faker. Pop this on over. Oh, we already have so many bad ends. Oh, very good. Override that. I should only need one other save rather than 3, like I did with Fate. That should be good. Actually, we were 30 minutes earlier than I thought. I thought it'd be actually a little longer because of how many choices. But now that I think about it, it is actually, like, they did scoop quite a bit of the day. Like, it was basically hop to the student council, get out, go have Reen fight, have the writer fight. Also, I think, did my status get updated? Nope. We still don't know if they're writer. And that hasn't been updated either. I don't necessarily know when it'll be updated. I know that it gets updated at some point. I do remember though that I believe like the status to writer though in this is just like empty. It's just completely empty. The ones you get the most out of in this, I believe, is Lancer, Archer, I think Saber, but you don't get like absolutely everything. Caster, you get most of Assassin, and you get basically just this, a Berserker. I think you get the name of the Noble Phantasm. And that's it. Still love the Alignment Chaotic Insane, though. And I will see you all here, hopefully, next time. I'm going to go double check, though, before I end the stream. So I'm going to hop over to the full stream start so you don't see anything. I want to check on Twitch to see if someone I know is still streaming. If so, then I'm going to host them because I know that they're. I do like their content. They're playing some Pokemon Unite, which is something I haven't seen in a while. Let's host Tavi. If I can spell it right. The Wolf S _ capital T. I think that's spelled it right. Hopefully. Have a good night.